Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Colin, for that, and thank you to Rand for hosting this.
What's happening today is the only ideological difference between Al Qaeda and between ISIS is the whole idea of a state and a caliphate. If the state and a caliphate don't exist, I anticipate many of these affiliates, many of these members of the Islamic states, the affiliates in the Philippines, the affiliates in Africa, the affiliates in Libya, the affiliates in other places, they're not going to have a leadership. They're not going to have a sense of command and control.
We need to win not just the operational counterterrorism fight, but also the wider proxy war that has been waged across the region, and we're not doing so now. Success in the CT fight depends on it, in my view, as does the future balance of power in the Middle East.
It's just the way that we see ourselves. It's a combination of sort of short-term view and the idea that things will be done quickly and that we will not be there for the long term because we're just not that kind of power.
I'll come back to some of
Why do we
these.
care?
What's that?
I don't understand why we care. I mean, if you sit at the threat table, the question is whether someone's going to attack New York or Chicago.
But that's a ridiculous point, Phil. I mean, in 19...
This is starting well.
Phil and I are all friends. We've known each other for a long time. But
Not anymore.
Okay. Yeah, we'll cancel dinner tonight.
I'm moving my chair.
But so, you know, as Secretary Vickers pointed out, you know, we have run this videotape before. In 1989, we closed our embassy in Afghanistan. It was a huge error.
I'm afraid there is not much likelihood that good and responsible governance is going to spring right up in either Mosul or in Raqqa. We have to see what may happen on the sectarian side, particularly in Mosul. But on the ethnic side in Raqqa, indications are that the president wants to get Raqqa done, and the only way you're going to do that is you're going to have a very heavy reliance on the Kurds.
There's a lot of suspicion around people that stayed in place in these ISIS-controlled areas, but to treat them all as collaborators would be a very bad thing. A lot of people stayed for many reasons other than the fact that they supported that. So I think that you need to power that up. They have recruited some people from the IDP camps, so it's just making this part of U.S. government policy to come back to what Ryan said. We need to have an articulation of the way ahead of the U.S. in Iraq at the highest level.
I mean, every lethal terrorist attack in the United States since 9/11 has been carried out by an American citizen or American legal resident. And refugees, Syrian refugees, have done nothing. I mean, there's 400 plus cases since 9/11. Syrian refugees are absent.
I think we're confused about our terms. I think we're confused about our strategy. I don't think we have a strategy globally. I don't think we have a grand strategy. I don't think we have a regional strategy. What we have are campaign plans with really poorly defined endings to include defeat and now annihilate, which is simply not going to happen.